We're back in the cinch with perennial punching bags Edinburgh City. I'm over the moon that they've managed to get through their issues this summer, but unfortunately, an extraordinary kit was not on the cards this season. An off-the-shelf Puma training top with a iron-on badge by the looks of it, slapped on, ain't ideal. Wait, what do you mean Cinch isn't the sponsor anymore? The first of many carryover kits this season. Our criticisms remain the same as previous. Annan looks like it's been run over by a tractor or another piece of farmyard machinery. EV2's only effort in the 42 has them landing 41, just above the relegation zone. You know, I once had a night out in Alloa. Once being the key word there. A new record here maybe, as I believe that the Hench Wasps have had the same kit 4 seasons in a row. Which is applaudable for environmental reasons, but it leaves you wanting more. Alloa fans, if you're out there, what's the story with the kits? Would you like to see more being released? Are you happy that they're just sticking to it? Please give us the story. I knew the Adidas template for the SPFL was going to be bad this year after seeing the likes of Hungary and Slovakia at the Euros. It's going to be a rough year shifting units of the home kit. I do rate the goalie kits though, despite them looking like a packet of Walker's squares. I must say, I am loving the advertising around the Hybees kits and social media this season. Bringing back the retro FIFA look is magnificent. But if they manage to sell any kits this season, it'll be 100% because of the marketing. Because I'm 99% sure Joma have just repackaged last season's home kit and are reselling it at a premium. Genuinely, someone tell me what's the difference between this and last season's kit. Please, let me know. I kinda like that Hearts are going full Brexit the last couple of seasons, going with Umbro. I hate the new logo though. I don't know why they've got the weird little coloured sort of diamond in the middle. I'm not a fan with any of the Umbro kits this season. You'll see quite quickly in these rankings that the kits in the 42 this season are the very definition of mid. Aria and Dundee United with an incredible look at mediocrity. Getting a 5 from each of Dave and myself. Right down the middle, 10 out of 20. You gotta do better, guys. McGregor's boys across the bridge were inspired by the kits of the past for this one. Harshly rated by Dave, I felt. Undeserving of a 4 in my own opinion. I'd love to know the reason for greying out of the badge. Any county fans out there care to drop a comment or let us know why that is? We'd love to know. Wraith busting everybody's coupon recently by sacking their manager after one game. My pie and bovril prediction this season is totally fucked. But anyway, it's all gone downhill since they stopped wearing that collared piece of art last season. I have very little belief they'll be dancing in the streets of Wraith this season with this bad boy. Mate, who knew that Inverness Callie's training ground actually had a football team? Kelly Hearts. Interesting. This season they moved from Umbro to Adidas. It's decent, very similar complaints I have with the Cove kits, but the maroon did make it easier on the eye, and to be honest, that's why it's done better in my own opinion. It's a hugely difficult spot for kit suppliers of Airdrie to change things up. I mean, they are very well known in the land of the free and the home of the brave for the V shape gracing the strip. They moved the sponsor further up the kit this season, which, thank Christ, it was uncomfortably close to the pelvis last year. The gold touch is class 2. Picked up, I believe, for their Challenge Cup win, from what I've read. Airdrieonians fans. Do you think you'll make it up with Rhys McCabe at the helm? Personally, I'd love to see him at my beloved Inverness Callie Thistle, but I have my doubts and we'll see what Katem Makwana has planned for us. Speaking of Inverness Caledonian Thistle, where to fucking begin? I'll start off saying I quite like the kit. Doesn't make sense as a 30th anniversary tribute, but nonetheless pretty good. A new kit that they haven't worn... actually, I think they wore it for the first time this last weekend. The rest of the time it's been stuck in a shipping container until the bill was paid. One of many red flags at the Cali Jags this season. Kits aren't even at the top of the agenda for most of us fans. I'm looking forward to the derbies against Elgin City next season though.
Hello, it's your old pal Dave, aka lover of Drams here, taking you through the next 10 kits. In that 30th year is Hamilton. Now, I know this isn't the greatest top you'll ever see, far from it to be honest. However, I think I scored this one higher than it probably warranted, purely because they've tried to be a little bit different than their bog standard home tops from over the years. So please, take my 7 with a pinch of salt here. And also Matty C did ensure that this would get nowhere near high up the league, so there you go, that's the Hamilton kit for you. Next up is this little number from Forfar. Not got a great amount to say about this one in all fairness. It's pretty plain, it's pretty Man City-esque, it's pretty crap in my opinion. Moving on. A pretty bang average entry here from Rig. It looks just like a hand-me-down from Nike's, just with a different badge and sponsor. I've seen too many tops with this style to ever really give any of them too much of a higher rating than a 5, albeit it is very possible that it still can if the correct conditions are in play, so keep that in mind. Now, the only reason this home top from Clyde scored a 6 is because it looks considerably better than last season's one. Other than that, it is just a plain old boring top for me. Sorry Clyde. Next up is the East Fife home top. I don't mind this one in all fairness. I like the shade of orange there against the black. I think that works really well together. The sponsor logo is just a bit too high up for my liking though, and the top does seem to just miss that wow factor for me to give it anything higher than a 6. Not a bad day for little East Fife. Now, in all honesty, this top from Stirling Albion would have scored lower if it wasn't for the design of the Wallace monument in the background of the top there. Now, it's not for any nationalist reasons, it's just purely because it takes it from being a boring as fuck top to one with just a little bit of character to it. And again, Queen's Park, one of those teams who just stick to the same design year in year out. The little bit of red through this though probably saves it for me. Otherwise, we'd have been looking at another low score again, I think. And now we have Montrose. Now, the black detail on the neck and sleeve cuff, along with the design on the arms of this top, saved this one for me. This could very easily have been a 3 or a 4 if it wasn't for these details. But however, I will say I've not been impressed so far with the all sport kits this season in Scotland. Come on, do better, eh? Now, I believe Elgin City have used the same kit as last season, so please give that video a watch if you want to hear my comments on this one. Unless any of you know different. If so, please feel free to correct me in the comments section. And a final one from me here before I hand back to Matty is this one from Celtic. Now, it's a much better effort from last season's monstrosity of a kit. However, realistically, Celtic are never going to score higher than this on any of their home tops, seeing as they stick to the same template every single season. Just please, go and get some originality Celtic can do this. Thanks in advance.
says a lot that the top 20 starts with another mid-effort. Macron continually smash the rankings, far and away the best manufacturer we've rated since 2021, but the team with one of the best grounds in the country has another mediocre kit for sale. Man, Spartans are a class act of a club. I love the name, love the badge, I love what they do for their community in the north of Edinburgh, but the kits need some serious work. I'm not sure as to why, but since 2020 the club has consistently had home kits that are basically the exact same as every other season, and I'd love to know why that is. Crap Store is back, and they've actually done a good job this season. Well, a better job than the builders at Ibrox anyway. I love the diagonal effect on the body and love the thin red stripes on the sleeve. Does a nice job of keep separating but keeping it classy. You know me by now. Despite the lack of wins on the rankings, I love Hummel. I'll buy anything they make. Trackies, caps, condoms, anything. While the home kit doesn't knock your socks off, just you wait until you see our away kit video coming soon. Killy's away effort in that one is a thing of beauty. Dave once again proving he's the moodiest man in kit ratings. This deserved better than a 13. I mean, it's unique this season, certainly in the country. It doesn't take away from Motherwell's vibe and history. I enjoy that the sponsor adopts the colours of the club. Always makes kits so much easier on the eye. Great effort, Motherwell. Don't listen to Dave. While there isn't much to take note of for this St Johnstone kit, it was the gold that got me. Genuinely, the difference between me giving it a 6 and a 7 is the gold trim. I have no other notes to say on this one. St Mirren have done really well in recent years on our rankings. Surprising for a team that only ever has a black and white striped home kit. You may have to zoom in or see it in person, but the black stripes contain the paisley print that they've used to such great effect in recent seasons. Surprisingly, Dave didn't overrate this one. Livy's favourite son giving it a pretty good 7. It's good, sort of got a retro old school look to it, but it's the sponsor that killed it for me personally. No shade on the business, so happy you're supporting the club, but it just looks a bit heavy in the, just nah. Another team that hoovered up points since we started the kit rankings in 2021, Dumbarton. The Sons of the Rock adopting a Scottish tartan into the club colours and using it to great effect. But yet again, Dave strikes. So sorry lads, blame Dave. Always blame Dave. Now this is absolute scenes. The team that finished 13th last season has somehow moved up the rankings to 11 with the exact same kit. Legitimately, it's a carryover from last season and they've progressed up the table. Absolutely crazy, but it shows you the downward trajectory of the country's kits. We as a nation need to do better. And now, on to Dave with the top 10.
Murray Mental Health Football Club was created by my friends and I as a suicide prevention and support group for our small but beautiful part of Scotland. Suicide is the biggest killer of men under 49 in the United Kingdom. If it was any other disease, it would be covered a lot more than it is. We created the kit alongside Appin Sports in Edinburgh as a signal and a conversation starter. Try and get folk to open up. We don't make any money from the kits, it's purely for spreading the message, it's okay not to be okay.
Hello, back to your old pal Dave again to bring the top 10 home kits in Scotland this season, in our humble opinions. In 10th is this one from the Dandy Dons, Aberdeen. I like the subtle check design in the background of the top, and the grey granite collar representing the Granite City, which is of course Aberdeen's nickname, adds a nice touch too. Not a bad effort at all. Next up in 9th place is Ayr United. Now I'm a big fan of this top. I love the classic look this top has, and I also love what they've done with the badge here as well. It's a great effort from United and also O'Neill's, so well done on a top 10 finish here. Now, at the time of recording this video, Stranraer haven't announced a new home top for the season, so please see my comments on last season's video for my views. Now, no new top as yet, and there's still much sneak in the top 10. There's definitely something fishy going on here. We've got another decent effort from O'Neill's in the top 10 here. They must be doing something right there. There's another really good effort for Falkirk, which has them in at 7th place. I actually really like this one. The white stripe going down the left hand side with the badge on top looks kinda classy, I think. Well done Falkirk, and again, top effort O'Neill's. Sorry Falkirk fans, but your derby rivals Dunfermline have finished 1 place above you here. Now, can someone actually explain to me why Falkirk and Dunfermline are rivals though, please? I've never really understood this rivalry. Anyway, back to the top. I'm not normally a fan of the Dunfermline tops, however this one actually looks pretty decent to me. I like the change from solid thick black stripes to the thin pin stripes here, they look really good I think. Next up we have Partick Thistle. Now this isn't totally a bad effort from the Jags, but it's not the best one from O'Neill's in my opinion, although Matty clearly likes this one. I like that they've centered the badge, sponsor, logo, etc, but everything just seems a bit too clustered there for me. I think they could have spaced it out a bit more. But that's just my preference though. I do like the Thistle design in the background though. I've definitely seen worse tops in my time. Right, I'm a big fan of this 150th anniversary top from Morton this season. The gold touches add a bit of class to it for me, and I'm assuming those names in the background of the top are fans or season ticket holders. If not, let me know in the comments, but if so, that's a really nice touch. It reminds me a few years ago when Livid done this one. I think back when Paul Lambert was manager, if I remember correctly. Nicely done Morton, well done. In at 3rd place here is Dundee. There's another top where the badge, logo and all that are all centred in the middle there. Again though, like Partick's, it could have been spaced out a little bit more for me. I do also like the kind of crest design in the background of the top as well. Not a bad effort for 3rd place. Well done Dundee. And in at 2nd place, and just narrowly missing out on that coveted gold medal, is this number from Queen of the South. Now I'm a slut for a collar on a football top, and this collar is just perfect to me. The pinstripe down the top also gives it that little classic look as well. A stunning effort from Macron, well done. And in at 1st place, and their rightful place on the throne of this kit rating video, is this sexy little number from Steny, or Stennismuir. This is just a thing of beauty, a stunning top. That sexy little collar there, the design and colours of the top, and the names of fans there as well, all add up to a title winning top to go with a title win performance in Scotland's League 2 last season. Belated congratulations by the way. Well done Steny and well done Allsport for this top. Well done. Beautiful.